Well, I'm excited to get your viewpoint because I think you might be the only one coming from your vantage point on the show today. So, can you give us an idea of what trend you are watching in 2025?
So there's a area of insurance called excess and surplus that has been hot for a couple of years, and I think it's going to continue to be hot. Brian actually hit a lot of the reasons why a moment ago. Uh, Basically, excess and surplus are non-standard insurance products. In the U.S., most of the industry has been what's called admitted, which are highly regulated, kind of form-based products for insurance carriers to offer customers, like homeowners. You're generally buying the same homeowners product from all insurance companies out there. The excess market recognizes, though, that insurance admitted products don't fit all kind of needs. And once a risk has been deemed too outside the box, it can go to the excess market. This was kind of the backwaters part of insurance 5, 6 years ago, and it's quickly becoming the mainstream part of the industry. Um, it started primarily in commercial, but now we're seeing homeowners, to a lot of the reasons what Brian said before, as being actually pretty viable and active space. Areas like wildfire or flood that have difficulty obtaining coverage are now looking to excess markets, as well as new products like parametric, which are designed to kind of create better value for the customer, are also in this excess market sweet spot. So this market, which I think before was very hard to underwrite, very bespoke, very complicated, is becoming, I think, probably the predominant force in insurance. And I think there's a lot of things that the community can do to take advantage of it. And I'll just talk about that briefly. Startups in the space, which we're seeing quite a few, can offer products focused on this, but they can also offer tools and technology. Underwriting and excess and surplus is much more complicated, and as I said before, much more bespoke. So, as a venture capitalist who focuses on the space, we're seeing a lot more AI-enabled tools to look at these risks and actually custom underwrite them. We're seeing new data sets and new analytics, and we're also seeing new back-end systems designed to kind of pump that data into regulatory environments so they can be approved quickly. So I think it's a great time to look at the space, and I encourage anyone who's thinking about insurance to look heavily at the excess space.
So, my quick follow up question for you, and I'm putting you like kind of on the spot here, but do you have a couple of specific companies that you have seen that are doing some really cool things?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on the homeowners side, certainly Delos is one that comes to mind. They've been focusing on wildfire. On the parametric side, there are actually a couple. One's called Adaptive Insurance. They're focusing on excess products for parametric products for power outage, that kind of stuff. And then on the commercial side, really the gold standard is a company called Kinsale. I had an investment in a company called Join. There's PathPoint and a few others who are focused on small business and medium business excess and surplus insurance. So it's a pretty hot space right now, and I think it's one of those ones that if you're in the industry, you should be learning about for no other reason than this kind of niche market. 5 years ago, I think is going to become one of the major forces of how people are insured over the next few years.